Wow. I was a pretty good baseball player. I was a pretty good football player too back in high school, but yeah, we'll talk about that later. Not football season yet. This is me right here scoring the winning run for James Madison High School in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And I was always in the newspaper quite a bit. And then I tell you what, after the high school years, I went and played in this summer league for college students. And then softball. I'm going to tell you about my greatest single moment, football or baseball. It took place 37 years ago this summer. Let me set it up. I'm working for the San Francisco Examiner, and I'm covering the Oakland Raiders. 1980, the Raiders go on and win the Super Bowl. That next year, 1981, okay, Oakland Alameda Coliseum. It's a doubleheader between the New York Yankees and the Oakland Athletics, okay? So between games of the doubleheader, there's a softball game between the defending world champion Oakland Raiders and the media, all right? 48,000 people in the stands. I know because I just looked it up. 48,000 people in the stands for this game between the A's and the Yankees. It's right between the games, and we got this game going on, the softball game between the media and the Oakland Raiders. Look, I'm playing left center field, all right? Lester Hayes, remember Mr. Sickham guy? He's at the plate. Rod Martin, their star linebackers at third base. There's a fly ball hit to me in left center field, fairly deep, but not deep enough. I drift back, catch it, and I just throw this laser shot toward home plate. And the crowd is like, ooh. And the ball skips up, one skip up. The catcher gets it, tags Rod Martin. He's out. But the umpire calls him safe. Get this. They loved the Raiders in Oakland, but the crowd booed. They booed because he was out, but they called him safe. Okay, so as I'm trotting back to my spot in the outfield, the crowd is standing up, giving me a standing ovation. I mean, just going crazy. In center field, there's a guy named Ray Rattle, okay, who also worked at the San Francisco Examiner. He's screaming at me. He's screaming at me, okay? So then, we make the last out of the inning. We go to the dugout. I get another standing ovation. I get to the dugout, okay, Oakland A's, home dugout, and there's Billy Martin, the manager of the Oakland A's, the legendary Billy Martin. We're talking about the same Billy Martin who used to manage those Yankees across the way and will manage the Yankees again in future years. Billy Martin, Mr. Fiery Billy Martin, comes running up to me, and I'm thinking, oh, he's going to slug me. What's he going to do? And he slaps me on the backside and says, way to go, pal. Oh, it was unbelievable. But you know what? There was a guy that was there, Rich Draper. Rich Draper is a legendary guy. I would say was because he's retired, but he was in the Bay Area forever, and he was there. Let's see if Rich what he remembers about that moment here. If I can get him, I don't know. He may not be home, but he might be. He's back there in the Bay Area somewhere. One ringy dingy, two ringy dingies.
Hello.
Hey, Rich, this is Terence Moore. How's it going?
Just fine, Terry. How are you?
Doing pretty good. That's why you remember me as Terry back in the day.
Yes.
And now, Rich, I got to ask you a question here. I don't want to lead you on to something here, but 1981, Oakland Alameda Coliseum. What do you remember about the throw?
Well, it's funny you should mention that because we've heard in the Bay Area the catch, is certainly one of the most famous things in sports in the Bay Area. Well, I always called your play the throw.
Whoa!
It was unbelievable. The softball game between Bay Area media and against the writers against the broadcasters, and at least that's what I remember. And it was a gorgeous day, and I still remember you were in center field, and someone hit a line drive there, and you picked it up on one hop, and it was fairly deep center field, as I remember, and you threw right on line to the second baseman. It was probably no more than about 6 feet in the air, all the way in. It was, I covered baseball for decades, and I never saw a throw that good.
Really?
Yeah. It's just like yesterday. It's still vivid in my mind. I was annoyed at one thing, though I never got in the game, but I just watched it from the sidelines. But it was just an astonishing throw.
Well, Rich, you were there for the 3 consecutive World Championships for the Oakland A's. You were there for the rise of the 49ers, Bill Walsh and Joe Montana. You're also there for the Golden State Warriors. They've won 3 out of 4 so far. So in all of that, where would you rank the throw?
Well, as far as it was one of the more astonishing things I've ever seen from a non-professional athlete, I'll tell you that. I mean, that ranks right up with all kinds of things. I was just like out of nowhere. Here was just watching this game, and suddenly, just out of nowhere, comes this throw, and it just, my memory is foggy as to whether you got a runner but it doesn't matter. It was the perfect throw.
Well, I'll tell you what, I want to thank you for that. And I'll tell you, next time I'm in the Bay Area, for everything you just told me, I'll take you to lunch in Sausalito, maybe.
No problem, Terry.
All right.
Or Terrence.